I'm thirsty.
Food, the final frontier. These are the challenges of a man named Djclyve. His multi-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new tastes and flavor combinations, to stupidly go where no food reviewer has gone before.
It is a delicious fizzy brought to you straight from the Caribbean. It's Solo SORREL Soda, a tangy, spicy confection often served at holiday time. SORREL Soda is a pink or ruby carbonated beverage, dashed with hints of sorrel flavor, that's a green leafy plant, as well as notes of the hibiscus flower. Be sure to take this soda from rare delicacy to regular part of your everyday. Looks like I'm gonna have to be real creative in how I fill the time on this episode! What the heck am I gonna say about... I know! We haven't done a Mocha's Limbo Grub 10 in a while! As I trudge forward to my certain doom, I've always had this top 10 list in my back pocket as an idea for something to do. And I don't think Limbo Grub would be the standout success that it is. Well, let's just say instead, I don't think it would be near as sustainable if not for my doggy sidekicks. SQUINKIE'S, CREEKEY, Jello, dare I speak his name, Donut, Mocha, and even I Am Error have always infused this show with a dose of variety and copious amounts of cute. Now here I am closing in on that finish line. I've got a lot of ground to cover plot-wise. I think I'm finally gonna make good on scaling back their time on this show. So what better time than now than to celebrate the dog's influence on this show than with the top 10 Limbo Grub dog moments. Number 10, SQUINKIE'S eats Djclyve. It worked out pretty well that I was able to film my nightmare. It's Limbo, alright? Things work differently here. Number 9, Donuts Morning Dunk. Yeah, it didn't go very well. Sure as hell didn't live up to the hype either. But wasn't it more for being less... Number 8, CREEKEY'S Halloween costume. Gives new meaning to the phrase running around in your underwear. But seriously, it's horrifying. Alright, Pinkie Pie, make your grin! Ah! Number 7, SQUINKIE'S and CREEKEY topple Godzilla. Come on, guys, I just wanted to live out my dream of stomping on Tokyo. Why'd you guys have to stick your noses in? Number 6, Creaky and the Shakemaster together? Did this really happen, or was it all just part of the illusion? You decide. And Creaky had to cancel her appointment at the day spa so she could be here to prove you wrong. Now I think you owe both she and the Shakemaster apologies.
Say you're sorry!
Squinkies, just admit you were wrong and it'll all be over. Ta-ra for now! Number 5, Creaky and friends scare Djclyve. Yeah, guys, once was funny in itself. Twice, bravo, you guys outdid yourself. But let's put this gag to bed, please. It ain't getting any better than this.
Darian, oh dear Lord, they got you too.
Number 4, Squinkies gets defensive. The Shakemaster really got under Squinky's skin, to the point where she fought back the best way she knows how, with an extra dose of snark. Oh no, she's back!
Hey, DJ. Hey, Shakemaster. It's me, Squinkies. And look at me. I've got a voice now. What a novel concept.
You tried to mock me and you failed on all accounts!
I can tell you're all offended. What's the matter? You tired of being a weak little puss? So now you're pretending to be a tough guy, huh? You think you're a superhero?
Number 3, Creaky at the day spa. Squinkies called her bluff and found out the hard way. My little girl Creaky don't have a lying bone in her body. Number 2, Doggie short films. Apparently these happened pretty recently while I was out on strike. I always wondered what they did there that took up over 20 minutes. Maybe I should go back and watch that episode. And number 1, the CHOCOCHIP review. This wasn't just a moment, it was an entire episode. I owe Squinkies and Creaky big for this one. They did a great job manning the fort while I was out of commission. I like to think of Limbo Grub as an educational show, and as an educational show, it comes in a whole bunch of different varieties. Most times it's me teaching you, the public, about some weird food item you've either never seen or have seen and are bewildered by. But other times, I like to think that Limbo Grub offers its viewers some good, sage advice. And the moral of today's episode is never ever abandon ship. A while back in episode 196, I talked about Goya soda and the possibility of making it a regular segment on the show to explore new kinds of soda, to try every flavor out there and make myself into a sody pop connoisseur of sorts. Well, I said that, and I never ever followed through on it. Is this something you'd still like to see? Here I have in my hands, finally, all these months later, a weird foreign soda to de-virginize my tongue with. So I figure, sure, I still have a healthy amount of shirts in the closet over there. Why not revisit this idea now? So I bring to you the long-awaited part 2 of my soda expedition, this mysterious product only known as SORREL. But even in your personal lives, if you're starting out on a task that's going to take you a really long time to complete, you either see it through to the end, or you give it your good old college try and you see it all the way through to a point where nobody cares anymore. Especially if you're being filmed. Because when I finally bite the big one, when I finally retire from this YouTube gig someday, somebody is going to go back and they're going to watch that Goya soda review and they're going to say, hey, Djclyve, you never followed up on that review. You never gave us those experimental soda reviews that you promised us. You are a failure! As lackluster a product that this might be, it's showing that I at least am making the attempt of resurrecting this idea. So from now on, when you go back and watch that Goya soda review, because I know how often you do that, you go back to it and you re-watch it at least once a month, right? Every time you go back and you watch that episode, it's not gonna sound so much like I'm blowing smoke and talking out my ass. So, what is SORREL, you might ask? Well, it says right on the label, right? Artificially flavored carbonated beverage. Best served chilled. Net 590 milliliters, 20 fluid ounces. Nutrition facts. No. 5-cent refunds in Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, and Florida. That's confusing in itself because when it says in and then it lists all those different states by abbreviation, when it says in, does that mean Indiana? Or does it just mean in those states? I'm gonna have to take points off for that! No, I'm not. The ingredients. Carbonated water, sugar, artificial flavor, citric acid, malic acid, sodium benzoate, FD&C, red number 40, FD&C, blue number 1. Are those the flavors? Maybe this is just red flavor? I mean, it sounds pretty strange to say it that way, but colors are also flavors when you think about it. Certain types of ice pops, certain types of Italian ices and candies, they go by color, not by flavor. Nobody says, oh, I'm eating a cherry ice pop. No, they say they're eating a red ice pop. Said I wasn't gonna take points off for the Indiana thing, but I might have to take points off for just this not being clear of what it is. You're not gonna believe this. SORREL is a hibiscus sorrel flavored variant of Solo, which is pink in color. It is available in the Caribbean islands. I must admit that it's piqued my curiosity a bit. I mean, if you look at the label, you might even see it has a subtle hint that there are pictures of flowers and stuff on here. You know, that's kind of like a little bit of a tell of what the flavor is. But I think it would be even more of a curious subject if you outright told people what the flavor was, because they're gonna want to try hibiscus soda because the idea is just weird. Really makes you think, doesn't it? If an item can be physically picked up off the ground, put into your mouth and chewed, and for it to give off even the slightest amount of flavor, I'm not even gonna say a flavor, for it to even give off a sensation in your mouth. Has somebody tried to take that item and put it out into the world and sell it and market it to people? Maybe you're walking home one day and you step on like a little white rock and you just think in the back of your mind, somebody in the world probably tried to take a rock just like this, stick it in his mouth and try to see if it had a taste. Maybe you're going home on a rainy day and you step into a puddle. Perhaps some douchebag out there was out with a straw going, sucking that puddle up. This could take the world by storm. Perhaps when you're searching for new flavors, you look at what the animals are eating. Why am I saying perhaps? I know people do that. There are eucalyptus drinks out there. There are bamboo flavored drinks out there. That violet gum that I had on the show a while back that was supposed to taste like violets. If that's what violets tasted like, I wish somebody had told me that it tasted like an eraser filled with chalk dust. One time I went to Sonic and I ordered myself a lavender flavored milkshake. Just to say that I drank a lavender flavored milkshake. It was actually pretty damn good. It actually freshened my mouth a little bit, like I just brushed my teeth afterwards. Can we pontificate what's next? Are we gonna make like tulip flavored 7-Up? Maybe some thorn bush flavored jerky? Yeah, give your chompers a good workout! And of course, for entertainment purposes, I'm over-exaggerating the absurdity of this idea just a tiny little bit because we drink hibiscus in our everyday lives. Hibiscus teas exist. So why is this so freaking weird, you ask? Because this is a soda. This isn't a tea. A tea is something that you drink to calm down, like maybe like soothe your nerves a little bit. A soda is something that's gonna give you jitters and like get up and go energy. I'm not gonna say that there aren't instances out there like this that have produced success. As a matter of fact, there's a comment section down below if you know of anything out there that is kind of sort of like this. Like an herb-infused soda of some sort, like an aloe-flavored soft drink, some kind of plant matter in your soda. have at you. I'll try to get my hands on it for the show and try it, and maybe you'll shut me up. But you gotta admit that for a layperson such as me, the jumping off point is a jump straight into Weirdsville. But hey, curiosity, right? That's all you need in this day and age. Let me take a nice whiff and let you know what I think. Whoa. Smells like plants, Pez, and powdery sugar. It's a taste that is very much akin to that champagne soda that I had back in the Goya review. So maybe this is gonna be another repeat of that? Well... This is so weird. It's got a taste that you can taste in your tongue. It's also got a taste that you could almost taste in your nose. Like not in your nose, but in the area in between your nose and mouth. There's gotta be a name for that. I'll comment section down below. I'm not gonna say that it knocks my socks off. It's not gonna be a new taste that's gonna take over my life or nothing. But it's surprisingly good for what it is. I was fearing what it was going to be going into it because of the weird powdery, sugary smell that was coming off of it. It smelled almost kind of chalky. As a matter of fact, I remember those Goya sodas that I had a little bit of that weird chalky taste. I gotta say that it was only the smell. The taste is actually pretty unique. Almost a little bit bubblegummy. Bubblegummy! Yeah, that's it. That's the perfect way to describe this taste. This doesn't taste like no flour. It doesn't taste like I pulled a bud off of a green bush and stuck it in my mouth. This tastes not just like bubblegum, it tastes like that dry, powdery bubblegum that you get in a pack of baseball cards. But fortunately, that powder and the taste of that powder is fused with the liquid around it, and it doesn't give off its own aftertaste. Ah yes, the fine taste of baseball cards. Tastes almost like Keith Hernandez. So what to say about this product in summation? I say this definitely deserves a 3.5 star rating. I wouldn't consider it one of my top 10 sodas in the world, but definitely a top 20. I'd say I like it a lot better than like orange soda or grape soda, maybe slightly less than a root beer. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I like to keep these shows interactive. There's a comment section down below. If you know of any weird exotic sodas out there, please let me know. And I'm not talking like Coke and Pepsi products. I want to see some real out there ideas. I want to see off-brands. I want to see foreign sodas from other countries. Something not so rare and hard to find that maybe I could get for the show. Because, as you know, Limbo Grub is finite. There are only so many Hawaiian shirts left in that closet. This might be your last chance to get your requests in, folks. So this is your good buddy Djclyve saying until next time. How the hell did you get in here?
How did I get in here? Surprisingly easy.
I'll have you know this is breaking and entering.
Technically it is, and it is a good thing I am not a criminal. We got a little lax the last couple of months, but we really need to focus on security around here. Do you realize how easy it would be for someone to break in here? You do realize there is an opening in your garage ceiling. There is even a ladder leading up to it.
You mean the entrance to the vortex randomizer?
An Oracle of Eves, I saw.
Yes, I am very much aware of that.
Anyone can climb up there, end up in back of your upstairs walls. If I had so much as a hammer and a chisel, I could easily whittle my way through your wall and take off with your stuff. Even if I set off your alarm, I would have ample time to do what I had to do and get to a getaway vehicle.
What can I say, Gladys? I guess I'm just gonna have to beef up the security in this joint. You know, there's so many people here in Limbo, you never know who you can trust, right?
And by the way, you are probably unaware of the conditions behind your walls. I saw it, and I had to take notes. Alright? You have a bunch of issues back there. Among other things, I came across a cluster of eggs that look to be of the Anobidae beetle variety. Are you at all familiar with the species?
No, I can't say that I'm familiar with that.
Now I know what you're thinking. They are not termites, they are not a threat. Don't believe what they are telling you. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Certain types of beetles do eat and have been known to eat through wood. If I were you, I would get on to Horn with an exterminator and have them take a look at it. There's that order of business.
I see, duly noted. This is your good buddy DJ.
Have you ever seen blue mildew?
No, and I don't care!
In back of your walls, between your weather stripping, which is getting pretty old, you might want to think about replacing it soon, I noticed small patches of mildew. I am not a foremost expert on mildew, but this one would seem to have a blue tint. It's something I'm looking into. You might want to try and do the same. They say the most common form is something called cladosporium. It's found in a lot of homes and houses with a lot of moisture.
That's fine. You can leave now.
Something else in my notes that I found back there? A zizizizix. Are you familiar with those?
Quite frankly, I could give a rat's ass. Leave!
I feel as you misspoke just there. It is a common mistake when you say that you could give.
I'm sorry, I couldn't give a rat's ass. Tell me I'm the first person to say it that way.
But anyways, back to the zzzzzx. You need to be made aware of this potential problem in your home.
A zzzzzx, you say? A zzzzzx?
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Why the hell would I care what a zzzzzx is?
If left unattended, the ozone they produce can start to give off an odor. Trust me, I've smelled it happen. They're airborne poisons that can affect you while you sleep. Quite honestly, I cannot believe you have lasted so long living in this house not knowing what a zzzzzx is.
Why would I care? You care about the stupidest minutia I've ever heard of! You swing from the balls of boredom and mediocrity! A zzzzzx!
It is-
No, I don't know what a zzzzzx is! I've known about it for almost half a decade, and I think I've gotten along just fine without it! So how important can it be? Get out of my house! Get the hit, you walking pillar of boredom! I don't want to be your friend! I may be the uncoolest person I know, and even I am way too cool to be seen with the likes of you! So get your non-existent shaggy bear ass out of my house and don't come back!
It is a portal.
So, this is your good buddy Djclyve saying until next time, I'll see you in Limbo.